So we'd like to do a demo. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a live shamanic journey. And what we would like all the audience and anyone listening to this later on to choose just one trauma that they are experiencing. Either it could be the physical trauma of like pain or, this, or it could be the trauma of not earning enough money or trauma of relationship issue or trauma of not getting a job. So, whatever it is, whatever they feel their trauma is, just one trauma and one time benefit for everyone to listen to. We will do a shamanic journey, and after do the shamanic journey, then Charu will do the BNC, will showcase the BNC miracle method. But we'll talk about that in the next step.
Yeah.
So we would do that. And with the shamanic journey, we'll also be working with the power animal. And for all those who have, done the quiz, you'll have all got your power animal. And maybe you will get another power animal today. Who knows? Another one too. How lucky can we get?
Right.
But you learn how to kind of, it'll be just a preview of how to bond with your power animal and how to use the power animal. We'll do that after. So if you all are driving, then suggest not to close your eyes when we are doing the power animal exercise. But if you're at home, then you all can actually close your eyes and be in that state of receiving. It'll be me talking about what I see. You may resonate with it, you may not resonate with it. It might make sense, it might not make sense. It doesn't really matter, but healing is done on or in the levels in the journey. And so even if it doesn't resonate for you, be open to receiving the healing. And just by receiving that healing, change can happen a lot for any aspect. And again, what comes up doesn't necessarily have to even be in context of what you're going. Because it's, as we said, shamanism is all done on metaphors, and the metaphors can be very different.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I will do the shaman sees in the dark. So I will have a little eye mask. So it's a nice pink color for me. And I will put on head.
How you knew I was wearing pink today, Brenda?
Yeah.
So, very quickly, some questions have come in. Gitanjali is asking, is it okay if we lie down during this?
Yes, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
And on the
You may go to sleep.
right,
So that's also okay.
that's and in the replay, Brenda and Charu, if somebody not listening to it for the first time, while coming to this bit, might think of a trauma, but will have to just understand the message as you're just saying it right now. Correct? It's not
Yeah.
going to like change suddenly. So people, I hope everybody is here because experience it live. It's the best way to do it. The others were asking about issues. Hang on. Once this is done and we open the floor for somebody to be chosen, we will ask you to post. Then there is somebody S. If you want to be brought on, I need to know your name. So please put your full name down on the group as well. So this is done. Go ahead, Brenda.
Okay.
Oh, just one last thing before you start, letting everybody know, as Brenda just explained, what is going to come out because you're experiencing a live thing. Normally, so thank you actually, Brenda, for doing this like this. Whatever's coming out is whatever processing is happening there. Makes sense to you? Does it make sense to you? Please don't get up in the logic of it. Just
Yeah.
enjoy the process and receive. Yes? Super. Let's
Yes.
go.
I'm on stage now.
Yes. I will mute myself. Hang on.
So I'm doing a shamanic journey for the group, for the one trauma they are working with. So I feel my heart very heavy, as if there's a stone placed on the heart. My throat feels tight and constricted. I feel very overwhelmed. Tears are tears are flowing from my eyes. And I feel like sitting down and crying. I'm turning my back, feeling the shame, feeling guilt, as if I've done something wrong, as if I'm being punished. I turn around and walk away. And I can see, as one's walking away, there's a big burden. I'm pulling along a big burden, dragging something, and it's so heavy that I can't even walk. I'm struggling, trying to pull, falling down, crying for help, asking for this to be taken away. So now I'm going to ask, where did this all start? Where this trauma experience start? And they show me a desert, and a person is all alone. There's a fire, and this person is eating their meal by themselves, feeling so lonely, all by themselves. And at this moment of time, hates life just for the fact of being alone and isolated, and creates this imprint in the body that life is so hard, I have to struggle alone. Asking now for a healing from my shamanic teacher. So, shamanic teacher places his hands on your head, and from his hands, a cooling gel flows, and he asks you to lie down and to receive the healing. So as his hands touch your head, a beautiful blue cooling gel covers your brain. And as it does so, removes the imprints of hardship, of isolation, of loneliness. And this cool gel flows over your eyes, healing all the times you have seen hardship in your life. Flows down your face to your throat chakra and releases all the things that prevented you to speak up your truth. The school gel flows to your heart and your hands. And he places a little light in your heart for you to have the passion to do the things that you would like to do in your life. The gel flows down to your root chakra, to your legs. And as this blue gel covers your whole body, your auric field gets strengthened and you feel nurtured and whole. He places a lotus on your crown chakra to have the wisdom he puts honey on your lips to allow you to have the sweetness in life. And earmuffs on your ears to connect you to nature so that you can tap into the beautiful, nurturing element of nature. Feel complete and know that this healing will continue. And he gives you a little gift of a tortoise. This tortoise is your power animal to help you through the healing of this trauma. And continuing with the power animal, we have received the gift of a power animal. And as you receive this power animal, ask the tortoise, what medicine do you have for me? How can we connect? And a tortoise is a power animal to allow you, to remind you to take things at a slower pace when things are going too fast, to allow you to remember to take things slowly The hard shell of the tortoise reminds you to be able to receive judgments, have the strength, be resilient to whatever comes your way. And the tortoise can also hide in its shell. So when things get hard, you can go and get that solitude that you look for. And the tortoise is very resilient. And you can get the strength and the courage from connecting with the tortoise. And so every day ask the tortoise, what medicine do you have for me? You can just close your eyes and imagine the tortoise in front of you and ask, what medicine do I have you have for me? And then whatever the advice the tortoise gives you, please follow it, because that's honoring your power animal in their sharing of healing to you. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So from the journey, we've got a few gifts, and this is the beauty of the shamanic journey. So we've got, let me just see. So we got the lotus, and yeah. So the lotus basically opened your crown chakra, and if you see the lotus uh, blooms in dirty water, it's not the cleanest of water. And so it reminds us to stand out and be different in everything that we do. And then we had the honey. So to be the sweetness of the honey. And then we had the cotton in our ears and connecting with nature. So for everyone, in order to enhance this healing, you can draw pictures of the lotus, keep pictures of the lotus, eat honey, go out in nature, commune with nature. And of course, you got your power animal, the tortoise, and you can ask every day, what medicine? Close your eyes and ask the tortoise, what medicine do you have for me? And if the tortoise says dance, then please dance. If the tortoise says go and have a shower, please do shower. If the tortoise says go to the beach, please go to the beach, because this is the beauty. You get advice, you must follow. If you don't want to follow, then don't ask the tortoise for medicine, because then you are not honoring your power animal. Thank you.
Thank you. Responses have come in, but I know there's a second part to this. So
Yes.
I would
So we'll
wait.
now do
Yes.
the B&C Miracle method. Yeah.
So the first thing that we will ask now is the percentage of trauma that your DNA is carrying. So we asked everybody to connect to one trauma in their life. Now we will check by what percentage your DNA is holding this trauma. So I'm checking on this number chart. And it's
Charu,
giving
just
me
hang on. Let us
You have to
spotlight you.
highlight.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
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 We'll just quickly spotlight you. Give us a moment.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'm asking the percentage by which the DNA of the group is holding the trauma, and it is giving me 60%. Then I will ask why this trauma got created for the group. And the energy is the energy of injustice. And now I will ask the positive qualities that got blocked. So how many positive qualities got blocked? And it's telling me 2. So where will I find the first one? It is on chart 2. And the energy is success. And where will I find the second energy? And it is on chart 4. And the energy is peace. So I'll just explain. Let me find the balance information. Then I will ask again on a number chart, negative qualities that are playing because of this trauma. So how many of them are playing? 3. So I will go on the negative emotion chart. Where will I find the first one? On chart 2. And the energy is helplessness. Where will I find the second one? It's chart 4. Ashamed. And where will I find the third energy? It's telling me chart 5. And the energy is disappointed. And then I will ask the primary area of their life that got impacted by this trauma. And it's courage, purpose, and direction. So I'll now just quickly explain. So we checked what percentage of trauma is in your DNA. So it's 60%. So your DNA, when it holds that much trauma, it becomes very tight. So if you know, a DNA is a coiled structure. So when it stores too much trauma, it becomes more tight. And when it becomes more tight, the surface area of your DNA decreases. And when the surface area of your DNA will decrease, it will straight away bring down your immunity. Not only physical, both emotional and physical immunity will go down. So at the moment for the group, 60% trauma is stored in the DNA. So that means our immunity is compromised. Then we asked, why did this trauma got created? So there might be many reasons, but the primary reason we have trauma in our DNA is due to the energy of injustice. So somewhere injustice is playing in our lives. Then I also checked what positive qualities are blocked. So there are two positive qualities that this trauma is blocking for you all, and that is the energy of success and the energy of peace. So these two emotions are blocked for you all because of the trauma. And what is getting played more, the negative ones, are helplessness, a feeling of being ashamed, and the energy of disappointed. So the trauma is enhancing these negative emotions in our lives. And then we also check primarily which area of your life is getting impacted. And the primary area is courage, purpose, and direction. So this is what is being blocked by the trauma. Over to you.
Fantastic. No, thank you so much for that. Between the journey and then this, of course, Brenda and Charu, when somebody does this work fully with you, there is the journey happening, and then with whatever shows up, you do all these checks and you also do the clearing of it
That's
with the
right.
B&C Miracle method, right? When they're there with you one-on-one, for example, right?
True.
Okay. And people, you will get to know about that as well. So as I mentioned, there were responses that had come in, and Sid said, before we Before I start asking gift, I thought someone was feeding me a spoonful of ghee and sugar as healing
Oh,
medicine.
wow.
So, yes. And Pia says that she saw fire, bells, goddess Kali, and fire energy in red. And somebody whose name is not here, it just says C on the group says, I fell asleep at the beginning, woke up when you mentioned the tortoise. Before we started, when you said a second power animal may come through, turtle came to my mind. It's so powerful that this happened. Fantastic.
Amazing.
Right. And Harish also says, bang on, it seems like this was done for me exclusively.
Yeah.
And Sharon also says, seems like the demo was for me. I felt the energy shifting in me. Shama started coughing. And people, if you're on the call and taking the quiz, please don't, because people's queries are getting missed because of that. Please, humble request to everybody on the call right now. And Sunita's asked, so will there be a clearing for the group done as it's a collective reading? Straight to the point. You've done the reading. Are we getting a clearing done right now?
It's already done. I did
It's
the clearing while
while I
she
was
was talking and sharing. It has been done.
It has
So
been
both
done.
the shamanic journey has been done, and that's also been a healing and clearing. And the B&C Miracle method is also done. And what actually came to my mind was like when Charu was checking the percentage and it said 60%. What I would like to share was that even I was thinking, oh wow, 60%. I did a shamanic journey. How come it's so much? That only thought went into my mind. That's quite a lot. I would have thought it was less. But just to share that, the shamanic journey takes about 1 to 3 weeks to actually fully dissolve everything. And this is why we've also started using the BNC Miracle method, because people want the shift right yesterday. Not even now, yesterday. So this is where the shift will take place faster. So both the amalgamations of both of them, they take the shifts as sweetly as we can see.
Right. And of course, as you did mention, draw the lotus, eat honey, go into
Yeah,
nature, uh, receive what is coming through from the journey for you as a group.
yeah.
So healing is happening. It is going on. It will take time to process. In the meantime, please do all this also, right? And of course, Brenda, as you said, while that was happening, you were doing a simultaneous clearing as well. Deepa's asked, so clearing doesn't require us to do any remedy. All is done by you. So Deepa, so obviously this is a very specific BNC question.
yeah.
So if you'll answer, clearing doesn't require us to do any remedy. All is done by you.
Yes. So with our BNC miracle method, we clear your. So basically, the way BNC miracle method works, or the way we approach an issue, is that if you are having any challenge, it's because the flow of energy in your energy field is blocked. And what blocks the flow of energy is always your emotions. So when we clear these emotions, the flow of energy in your subconscious mind is restored. And when that is restored, you start seeing the shifts. So with BNC, we do the work and you start seeing the shifts. You don't need to do anything.
Right. And whatever action that they will have to do, Brenda, that will come through in the shamanic journey, correct? If
Yes,
there's
correct.
anything extra they need to do, like as you mentioned about the girl who had to write in a black
Yes,
diamond,
in the black book. Yes,
right?
yeah.
So that action for themselves, they will have to take depending on what comes through with the journey, right?
Yes, yeah.